Greetings, salutation, everybody. This right here is Gabriel out in box moment, sitting here with Braden and him playing with his feet and his pacifier. Say what's up, little buddy. Say what's up. Okay, well, him saying what's up is his putting his, his foot in his face or in his mouth. But anyway, later.
Good, beautiful afternoon. I hope that everyone is having a great and awesome day. Where I am in Middleburg, Florida, it is beautiful, simply beautiful. A beautiful blue sky, clouds, and I'm in this majestic location with water, cleansing myself, breathing, getting clarity, zen, and I just felt the need to share it. I was thinking about doing a video. Didn't really know what I wanted to say. So I figured I wouldn't say a whole lot, but just share this moment with you, because it's a beautiful moment amongst the trees. And it was funny because just last night I had a discussion in this group I'm in about trees, and the person I was talking to was stating the fact that they used to have dreams about trees quite often. I have too, and it never really became abundantly clear until really last night about why some of us have dreams about trees. And this is my metaphor, perception on this, and it's when we all started our journey, our path, when we all started to awaken. You had to plant yourself. You had to be seeded. You had to, dig up the soil. Seed had to go in, and as the seed was underground, it was surrounded by darkness. And some of us have had long periods of time of darkness. Within dealing within ourselves, also in our dynamic environments around us in certain cases. But we grew. Just like a seedling, we started to sprout and grow, and some of us had to dig a whole lot to poke out of that soil so we can start seeing the sun. And as we started to grow, and like a tree or a plant or any seed for that matter, you reach for the sun. Sun is nourishing. But a lot of us had to nurture and water and plant ourselves and get our roots in deep within the soil to anchor ourselves so we could have that stability to reach for the sun, reach for the sky. Like the trees reach for the sky. And like the trees don't worry about the tree next to it. It just grows. It does what it must, what it does. It grows and reaches higher and higher toward the sun. And I never really looked at it that way. It kind of dawned on me last night when this, I believe her name was Jessica, I was talking with. And it was like a beautiful and almost enchanting moment of connecting and growth and vibration as well. You can never leave the vibration out. But it was just a beautiful, touching moment. It opened my heart chakra up even more than it already was and helped it expand. And I truly hope it, the individuals that I was talking to at the time felt the same or was receiving the same energy. And I just want everyone that watches this video to know, it doesn't matter if you're that bush over there and you haven't started quite getting as high as you want to, but you're growing. And if you're that tree up there that is reaching toward the clouds and the sun, you're growing. You're still growing. And growth is not a timeline. It's not a set time. And you should never compare yourself to the tree that is taller than you or have risen higher than you, because we all have our own path. We all have our own way of doing it. We all have our own time to truly sprout up and reach for the sun. But we're all on the same path. We're trying to get to that sun right there. We're trying to reach to that sky. And I'm saying all this to say that we in the spiritual community of divine souls, as I like to say, that we are not in competition with each other. One is not better than the other. Just because you have certain gifts, just because you're more aware or awakened, or just because you learn most of what you've learned through your path on your own, doesn't make you any better or any less. Because you're you, I'm me, them, they're them. And it's beautiful because we're all have something to share. We all have something to offer the next person, the next divine soul. And but we must understand, as just because one is more advanced than the other, and a lot of times people flock to that one individual that was has full of wisdom. But you must understand that you have to nurture yourself as well. These trees, no matter, even though they're tall as they are, they still have to nurture themselves. They still have to give something to themselves. Otherwise, they wither up and die, because they'll be sharing way too much energy with the trees around them. And a lot of times people do not think that is fair, or may think you are selfish, or think you are self-centered, or may think you're just, into yourself. And it's not really that. It's you knowing within yourself what you need, and knowing that you have to give enough for a person to kind of find things themselves so they can sprout and nurture their own self. You can't hand everybody everything. A teacher doesn't give a student everything he needs or she needs at one point in time. It gives the student enough information, intel, or techniques for them to find within themselves their own unique way of reaching a point, reaching that sun. And I'm saying this because for many years, I always was looking for someone. Come on, man, there's got to be someone out there that can help me or show me or this. And I never really got it, at least not in FaceTime or in the physical. It was always like either over the phone, or within my dreams, or within my spirit guides or whatnot. and it hasn't been easy. It's been a hard, harsh road. But that hard, harsh road, that tough soil that took me so long to kind of sprout out of and to push out of, it was hell. I'm not gonna lie, it was hell. But I'm also extremely grateful and honored for that, because now it has given me so many tools, not just for myself, but also to pass on to others. But I also am aware as I pass them off to others, I cannot give so much that to the point where it enables you, where you can't find your own unique technique way of sprouting. Because I want you to sprout. I want you to grow. I want you to reach that tree line. I want you to reach those clouds. I want you to reach that sun. Hell, many of you, I would love for many of you to exceed my expectations, but more importantly, to exceed your own expectations of yourself. Every teacher wants his student, just like every parent wants their child, to one-up them in a way, to have or succeed in areas where they may have faltered. And I have been seeing that. I've met people that can do things that I wish I could do, and I'm reaching there. And I'm pretty sure there's things that I'm capable of doing that other people wish they could do. But here's the thing. You can, and even if you can't, perhaps you can do something and achieve and accomplish something greater. To all that sees this video, never compare yourself to me, anyone else, for that matter, because you're you. You're still a divine soul. You're still a divine awakened soul. And you're beautiful. You're great. You're awesome. You have your own unique gifts, abilities, and talents. And the thing is, no one can take that away from you. So instead of comparing yourself, getting envious, jealous, or if that is the case, nurture the gifts that you do have. Push yourself to find or uncover gifts within yourselves that you wasn't even aware you have, and exceed your own expectations. This has been Gabriel. Thank you so much for sharing this beautiful, majestic moment with me, with the trees, Mother Earth, and Shining Star, which is kind of covered up by the sun right now. And continue to sprout, grow, reach the tree line, and reach the clouds and beyond. Everyone be blessed, be loved, and keep growing.